Oh, hey, BuffSci. Hi. Hope you guys are enjoying your little time at home. So today we are going to be continuing with probability. Okay, we started this a couple weeks ago. We're going to just try to pick up right where we left off. Okay, and as you guys remember, probability is a chance of something happening. So let's take a look at a scenario. Let's see what we got around here. Oh, look at, I have a bag. Inside this bag, we have different colored markers. Today we're going to be picking out some markers from this bag, trying to see what are the odds, what's the probability of picking any of these color markers. So, I wish I had someone to support me here and help me pick some markers out of oh, hi, Miss Franklin.
Oh,
hi.
hey.
So here we go. Let's get started. Pick out a marker. Let's see what color we get. Oh, look it, we got a blue. Let's put it back in. Make sure she's not cheating here. Pick out a second one. Yeah, oh, yellow, perfect. We're gonna do this a couple more times.
One eternity later.
All right, so here are the rest of the results from our little experiment here. As you can see, we did have some more colors here. We had red and we had a couple black ones as well. So our next goal would be to count how many of each we have. So very quickly, how many blue did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blue. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yellow. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 red. And we ended up with just 2 black. We can always go back and check because we know we did a total of 20. We can always go back and add them up to make sure. And yes, it does add to a total of 20. So we know we did not forget any of them and we can use this for our data. Now my questions are, of course, taking a look at my data and using this to answer questions. So based on our trials, the probability of selecting a red, blue, yellow, and black. Now just once again a reminder, so we remember, we had 5 blue, 9 yellow, 4 red, and 2 black. So my red would be 4 out of 20. Now you always could simplify this if we wanted to as 1/5, or we could change this into a percent, but I might as well just leave it like this because it didn't tell me to simplify or anything like that. Same thing with the blue, yellow, and black. Blue we had 5, and we also have 9 out of 20 for yellow, and we have 2 out of 20 for black. Okay. And there are my results. We can always check to make sure. Yes, they do in fact add up to 20, so we know that mine is correct. Now remember, any event is the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. So the next thing I want to look at is something that you may not be familiar with. This is actually 2 different events happening right here, and we're going to be flipping a nickel and a dime. Now, before I actually begin to actually flip them in, we could compare the results. I just want to look at the theoretical, what in theory should happen. So I'm going to start by listing my sample space below of what could happen if we decide to flip a nickel and a dime. Now, the first thing that could happen is, of course, a nickel could land on a heads, and the dime could also land on a heads. Or we could have the nickel land on a heads and the dime land on a tails. And then we also have the dime land on a tails, and also have a tails and a tails there. Or we could have a tails and a heads. So even though we're flipping 2 coins and most people would think, oh, it's 50-50, in this case we actually have 4 different possible outcomes because now we are flipping 2 coins instead of just 1. So the probability of flipping 2 heads here, well, we have, as I said, 4 different possibilities. And of those 4 possibilities, only one of them resulted in 2 heads. So this would be 1 out of 4 right there. So when we have multiple events, as we are going to be getting into later this week, it changes. We actually would need to figure out what is the sample space. How many possible outcomes do we have, and how many of them are favorable outcomes to get our probability. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to answer all these questions that I have posted, and we'll post another video tomorrow. See you guys later.